Y'all know what song is in my head? Let everything that breath, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I don't know why. It doesn't matter because let everything that have breath praise the Lord. You feel me? Welcome back to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How you doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? As a gay bars. You know why? I know you know why that song's in my head? Because we sang it on Sunday. My God. It just be lingering. It just be that's for you. Who? You. Bars. All right. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Welcome to episode 6. In the mix. Pick up sticks. You feel me? We're on episode 6. Wait, I said sticks. We're on episode 6. Girl, don't start. It's a little early. You've been doing this way too long. Talk right. Thank you. We're on episode 6 of One Being Brave. Welcome. I'm your host, Domo Jones. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Come on in, take a seat. Let's get it in. You feel me? All right. House rules. No profanity. Now, y'all know we don't do that over. We don't do that over here. We ain't got time. It's too many words. Like it's way too many words in the dictionary. We're just gonna use all them Johns. You feel me? Also, no bashing of race, religion, gender, sexual preferences. From one blood, he made all the nations. So pretty much we all family, like a giant tree branching out toward the sky. We're family. We're just so much more than just you and I. We are growing free, is what Dream Girl says. So we just gonna take that and run with it. Makes sense in my head. Wait, was that a bar? I kind of feel like that was a bar because I heard it in my head. That was a bar. So we're going. I'm already at bar number 3 and we just started. We only 2 minutes in. That's crazy to me. Anyway, we all kinfolk. All us. You feel me? Auntie, uncle them, cousin them. All y'all invited to the barbecue. Tell them I sent you. Who gonna shake for me? Who gonna who gonna who gonna shake for me? Exactly. Cause that's so yeah. Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Old heads, y'all know what I'm about to say. Newcomers catch on very quick. Get you one of us in your circle. Get you one of us. Child, I've been saying it. Like, why aren't y'all gotta get a real good grip. Kimberly said it. Kimberly, can't you tell? Y'all gotta get it. Okay? Get you one of us in your circle. We top tier. My dear. Oh, that was a bar. That was a bar. We on what? Bar number 9? Girl. Hey mom. We probably really not on bar number 9, but we just gonna say we on bar number 9. Cause I'ma fill it in, so don't you fret. We gonna be on bar number 9 by 40 minutes, bet. I feel like that was a bar again. That was we moving on up. All right, also, this is one of the very I mean, whew, this rule is important. You're too near me not to hear me. This show, I can't. Well, I don't know what's over there, but this one, Jesus Christ is gonna be top tier every single time. I mean, every single. How much Jackie love you? Every single time he gonna be top tier. What? JC is the way to be. Bars. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. Bars. Hey Dad, love you. The King of Kings be what? Doing his thing. The Lord of Lords is the Fantastic Four. Are y'all getting it? Like, Line of Judah to be coming at 2. Yeah. Lie. Are y'all catching it? Are y'all catching on? Okay. Thank you. Catch on very quick. Catch on very quick. Because over here, he always going to be the main thing. Nah, I mean, bar again. He always going to be the main thing. It don't even matter. Like, he always going to be the number one stunner. But what? You feel me? Also, this is one of the very few shows that has a girl. You talking too fast, and your mind ain't catching up with what you saying because you was about to stutter that fast. Slow down. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. Old heads, newcomers. Have a seat. Lady O, Bishop, my girl, love you. Bishop Tyler Perry and Mother Ava DuVernay. Trifecta is what we call it. I'm coming to see all y'all. What? What you thought? That's crazy. I don't know what y'all thought it was, but it don't even matter because I'm about to explain to you what we about to do. Lady O, coming to the house. Tea, no crumpets, please. Thank you. We have no clue what's in those, but we love us some tea. And preferably, I don't know, preferably at the CCC coffee shop is where I want my tea to be. I'm just saying. No, the CCC coffee shop. Okay. Because let's put a pin. Let's put it right there. Because the TBT. Thank you. After, hey boo, love you. After that, thank you, Lady O. Thank you for your time. Love you. Take care. God bless. Cause I gotta go to Bishop Tyler Perry. Yeah. Come check in. Let's check in. Let's check in. One time for the one time. After we see you, thank you for your time. It's definitely gonna be time to get our locks done. At thank you. Come on, plug. It's definitely gonna be time to get our locks done. At Lockefeller, Mother Ava DuVernay. You're in chair 2. I'm in chair 1. Huh? Get our locks done under the dryer. Thank you. Thank you, Tara. Love you. That's it. But we probably gonna have to text, so I'm probably gonna need your number anyway because we're gonna be on a dryer, so I can't really hear you. So I'll be like, huh? What? What you say? Hi, Grandma. Love you. What? Cause I'm sorry, I need to move my what? It don't you don't even gotta say much no more. Text me. Cause te- hit me on my pager. Okay? Do. And when it happens, think it not strange. That's all I'm gonna say. When it happens, don't even think it's strange. You're gonna be like, dang, no more this. I know. I said that. I don't know about favorite, but whoo, we're not sure about favorite. And it's all caps. Wow. How do I let this one down? Cause that's crazy. How do I let you down humbly? I don't know about favorite, but we're here. We're glad you're here though. Come on. Come on. Come on. You guys are catching it. All right, so as you guys know, this season we're introducing a new where we're not introducing anything because we did it last season. Yes, a pager. And I want the clear teal one. I want a clear teal pager. So I could go. Well, they don't have all right, well, I got a cell phone, but it don't matter. Anyway, this season and for future seasons, we are doing a new segment that we pay homage to. Girl, what you pay homage to? The awareness ribbons, all the awareness ribbons, all of them for every month. Every month there's awareness ribbon. There's an awareness ribbon, and we want to pay homage to them. So this month we're in May. Gabe, what's the awareness ribbon? Okay, melanoma and skin cancer. May is melanoma and skin cancer awareness month. What is the ribbon color? Domo, I'm glad you asked. Black. But it's not like it's now listen, because a lot of people think black is for death. It's not. It's not. Not this one. And not this one. This one. This one for royalty. Purple ain't just for royalty. Black is sleek. Black is black. Black ain't whack. You feel me? A black is excellence. Oh, that was good. Black is excellence. So for those that deal with melanoma and skin cancer over here, we got you. We see you. We understand. We are definitely the ones that are keeping your arms up because it's not easy. It's not easy dealing with medical conditions and ongoing medical conditions. So over here, we got you. What's the color? I'm glad you asked. Black. So every time you see black, black on black, my skin is so black. Okay, y'all get it. Come on, black. Thank you. Black is sleek and it's real meek. Ah, killing the game, killing the game. Okay, so let me tell you real quick what happened to me last week. In a nutshell, I was asleep. My eyelids was all I seen. Child, dealt with two dog on allergic reactions to food. Now, granted, the second one I feel like was just a layover because the first one was so close together. So I think the second one, it just wasn't out of my system yet. That's a disclaimer. That's a preface. But yeah, it was from cross contamination. So it was basically, for those that don't know, it was food that I was allergic to that touched food that I can eat. And this is why I only eat 4 or 5 things. This is why. And I'm so glad that my mom seen it because I didn't see it. My mom was the one that caught it. Specifically, what I'm allergic to is like, or this in this instance, because we'll be here all night if I go run down the list of what I'm allergic to. I'd rather tell you what I can't eat than what I can't because you're gonna be irritated and I'm gonna be tired talking. Okay. Specifically, what this was either like parsley, some type of herb. I'm allergic to herbs, parsley, basil, thyme, all the things, cilantro, all that. So it was one of those that had touched something that I could eat. I didn't know. My mom was very careful because she seen it, so she just threw that whole away. But unfortunately, it still touched in some capacity, and yeah, we was out. We was out, and we was out. And the thing is, I haven't. I'm always careful with with anything that I eat. Very 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 careful. But I kind of almost don't really have my black card because the stuff I eat had to be like so basic, 1 or 2. Please don't mix. Oh, I'm gonna just put all these seasonings. Well, that's not gonna be for me. Please keep it at a bare minimum. My God. If you want me to live, just keep it real close to nothing, if you will. But I think what I'm gonna do is, and y'all let me know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably am going to have an episode for just I know in 20 minutes. This is crazy because that's why I didn't even know that I was having an allergic reaction because typically it hits me right on. So I was easy like Sunday morning. Crazy. But I think I'm gonna make an episode about just talking about allergies, like all of them. Not all of them, but just the awareness and what to look out for. And for people that do deal with allergies or someone that someone that you're close to or around that deal with allergies, I'm probably gonna make a post because or an episode something because I think that it's important and you just don't know. And also shout out to SOS. Shout out to SOS because I was trying to be very discreet when I had a reaction because for those of you that know my mom knows everything shuts down when it comes to me. The whole world shuts down. Okay, it doesn't matter what she's doing. Okay, because she flew across the speaker. She flew across the speaker. I know it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. She flew across the speaker when she found out, and I didn't tell her first because we were at an event. So she flew across the speaker when my aunt told her. But I'm definitely glad that my aunt did tell her. But I be trying to do it myself. But a mother is a mother. Okay? And they are super woman. But I'm glad that my SOS sisters, they really like made sure I was good. Everybody, you good, you good, you good, you good. And I appreciate that for real because you guys don't have to at all. So that really means a lot. Like for real, for real, for real. I really appreciate that. Even though you guys might not even know what was going on, just the fact that you guys were very aware and just wanting to know if I'm okay. I appreciate that for real, for real. All right, so enough about me because we don't like talking about me too much. just putting that out there. All right, so my next guest, super super excited. He is one of the guests that has been here previous season, but um I don't remember his story, and that's for a reason. I'm glad that I don't, because as y'all know, we like to hear stuff fresh. There are certain things that I do remember, and we will like bring it up to see like where are they now, type John. But I cannot wait for you guys to hear his story, and he got some new updates. Like my man winning, and he ain't even thinning. You feel me? And we love that. Tom, come on the stage, my guy.
Hey,
What's going
Dr.
on?
Domo, how are you?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Yes. All right. So, for the newcomers and the ones that do remember you, can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability, or if you're a caregiver?
Okay, from East Windsor, New Jersey, which is near Princeton. It's pretty much right between Philadelphia and New York. And my disability is I was born with a congenital heart defect. So I had a hole in my heart and some other defects of the heart. So I had to have open heart surgery when I was 6 years old, back in 1966.
Yeah, Ali. Okay, so you got to refresh our memory because we do have new people. We got new people. So, you said that you had it in 1966. So you born with it? You were born with it?
Yes, your congenital means you're born with heart defects. So my heart was not a normal functioning heart. I was a blue baby, so I had a mixture of blue and red blood going throughout my body. So my lips would look blue, my fingers would look blue, things like that.
Wow. So as you were like growing up, okay, so did you how many surgeries did you have?
I only had two. I had one surgery when I was 3 years old. That was 19. I'm 66 years old. So
Okay.
I was born 1959. And so in 1963, I was one of the first survivors of getting a heart repair. It's called tetralogy of Fallot, means there's four different defects of the heart, and some were
Wow.
corrected, or some were just can't be corrected. So mainly, I had a hole in my heart between the two ventricles, which are the two lower chambers of your heart. They pump the blood to your lungs and to your body. So it was a mixture of red and blue blood, oxygenated and non-oxygenated blood.
Wow. That is
So
sheesh.
1963 they did a bypass to help the blue blood get more oxygenated, and then in 1966 they had a full repair where they patched the hole inside my heart. So they literally opened up my heart, patched a hole in it, closed my heart back up, and here I am today.
Come on. And we're grateful that you're here. So when you have a condition of yours, what are some of the side effects that you deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Um, Well, right now, I did pretty good most of my up until 2 years ago. Now I'm in heart
Mhm.
failure and I'm on a heart transplant list.
Wow.
So,
So
but
is that
before,
something? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, before that, I was doing just about what anybody else would be doing.
Yeah.
I even did triathlons.
Really?
Yep.
Come on, try it. That's what I'm talking about. Hi, Miss Cheryl. Thank you for watching. So is that something that is bound to happen? Heart failure?
It's possible. Yes. It's not a guarantee. And I didn't think I'd ever have heart failure. Um, so especially since I was doing triathlons and figuring out
Right.
exercising my heart and exercising my body and everything else.
Yeah. So with your condition, what were some of the things that before you were at this moment as you are right now?
Okay.
What were some of the things that they were telling you that could kind of like help that would help your quality of life?
Well, with my full repair, my quality of life, I would say, was pretty excellent.
Hmm.
They, the thing about congenital heart defects is it's just like your heart defect could be as unique as the person as you are as a person. So
Yeah.
even though someone that has a similar defect as mine, their defect could be worse or not as bad as mine. So no two heart defects are the same either.
Hmm.
So I know of some people that have my similar defect, and there's like 30 different types of congenital heart defects.
Oh wow.
So and probably and there's variations of each one of those.
So with yours, like what level compared to, I don't want to say all of them, but compared to like the most extensive to kind of like just minute, what level were you at?
If I understand you right, the level. Well, let me start this way. First off, congenital heart defect is the most prevalent birth defect there is. It's one in
Mhm.
100 babies.
Wow.
So it's the most common birth defect there is. And then it could, and um, let's see, I'm not really quite sure how to answer your question more than that.
It's okay. It's totally
Yeah,
fine. That was just something that I was just thinking about when you said that you there was different types and different levels.
yeah.
Um,
So, well, tetralogy of Fallot, which is my birth defect, is probably one of the most common ones.
okay.
Okay, and then there's other more rare ones, and I actually have a son whose birthday is tomorrow, and he has a congenital heart defect also, and his defect is different than mine.
So is it hereditary at all?
No, it's not necessarily hereditary. It could be created by different external sources. Um, the the thinking for me is my mom having a was suffering from a cold during the first trimester. The heart
Mm,
the heart's being formed in the first 6 weeks.
right.
So, and she
Mhm.
was taking cold medicine, and my wife at the time had a cold and was taking cold medicine during the first trimester also. So it could have been the cold medicine that triggered the
Yeah.
same thing for my son as it did for me.
Wow. So with his condition, do you guys deal with similar complications at all, or do you have to adjust your life kind of compared to what he deals with as well, even though you guys kind of have the same
His his
outward condition?
he wasn't a blue baby. I was, but he he's doing great. He's going to be 38 years old tomorrow.
Wow.
So he's doing really well with his. He had open heart surgery when he was 6 years old, also, and he's just doing his he's just doing his thing.
Yeah. That's
We
cool.
I didn't have I mean, well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, I'm not as physically strong or um, athletically gifted per se as someone that's a true athlete.
Hmm.
I just pushed myself to do something that most people didn't think I would do.
Right. So how
Uh,
did you, Cheeks, I love you. So how did you know compared to, I mean, because most people that have your condition don't ever think about running a triathlon. So how did you know that your body can push itself to even complete one?
um, I didn't. I just started training.
Mm-hmm.
I started training, and I just slowly found out that there were different distances on races, being a sprint triathlon or Olympic, and then a half Ironman and a full Ironman.
Mm-hmm.
So I started out with sprints, which would be a total of maybe, you know, 13 to 15 miles long.
Golly. She-
So the
Not
swim,
3 to 5, 13 to 15. Sheesh.
yeah, the swim would be like 500 yards, like 8 laps in a pool, and then you would go ride your bike for like 10 to 12 miles, and then you would run a 3 mile run at the end.
You know what? Ain't no way. That's God. Gosh. That's
And that was
amazing.
a short race.
That was the short race. Ain't no, that is,
Then
I
I
still be,
then, then
I still
then
be
I
running right now.
did then I did an Olympic race, which was a total of about um, 35 miles.
Wow.
And then I did a half Ironman. I did two half Ironman races. That was a total of 70 miles.
You're committed. Definitely so.
Yeah, I was committed. I
Yeah,
should
you're
have been
committed.
committed. I should have
You
been.
are committed. But that's a good accomplishment though.
Yeah.
That's something that that's definitely what breaking the stigma behind your condition looks like. I mean, to the T,
Yeah.
to the T. That's really dope. So like you said, your son has a condition as well,
Right.
very similar to yours. So you dealing with your condition, how was it raising your son who also has a condition?
Well, the nice thing is with me having my congenital heart defect, I raised him as if he was a normal child. I didn't want him to, even though he was, special in the fact that he was going to need open heart surgery.
Hmm.
I didn't want him to. I want him to experience a lot of what other kids were his age. He actually
Right.
played t-ball and stuff up
Oh, that's
until
cool.
when he had to have his open heart surgery. And then,
Yeah. So that's cool. So did you teach him certain ways of, like his quality of life too? Because there are some, some stipulations. So when it came to teaching him how to live, survive, because like you said, he's 38 and that's huge. Were there certain like special things that you had to teach him for his
no,
life to live?
the most important thing is listening to your body.
Yeah.
You know, and if he was tired, then he rested. But I also taught him to push himself a little bit.
Hmm.
So, not to be um, too reliant on, resting or stuff like that. Get up
Hmm.
and do some things and be active.
Yeah. Grandma, he is okay. Both of them, all the whole family. Speaking of the whole family, where did you just come back from?
Oh, we just came back from Bermuda.
Come, come on,
It was on,
vacation.
yeah, on a cruise from New York City to Bermuda.
That is so much fun. Do you and your family, do you guys go on a lot of trips?
Not too much. Right now, my partner, we have two Great Danes, so it's hard
Wow.
to get away.
Yeah, definitely get that. Definitely get that. When it comes to, traveling, vacation, Anything outside of, like your everyday life? Are there certain things that you have to do or prepare for when you are leaving your home?
No, not really. Other than taking all the medication I got to carry with me.
Do you have a lot of medication you take?
Yeah, well, because being in heart failure, I have certain set of meds now to keep me stable. And if I ever have a heart transplant, then it's going to be a whole slew of other medication that comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to talk about heart failure really quick because a lot of
Sure,
people hear about it, but we don't really know exactly what that is. So can you explain just briefly what that looks like?
sure. Part of one of the defects of my heart is the right heart muscle is thicker and the wall doesn't work as well as
Mhm.
as a normal heart. So that's actually gotten worse. So my heart's not pumping the blood as well as it did, which is why I also don't do triathlons anymore. So that's one of those things. I nowadays I get very tired. I'm tired during the day. Um, I still exercise. I do
Yeah.
some walks on the treadmill, and I do take my bike out once in a while, and then I'll go for, some light swimming and stuff just to get some exercise. But I can't train like the way I used to.
Hmm. So with the heart failure, is there a chance that it would get better, or you would need a heart
No,
transplant?
it doesn't get better. It's either I stay stable and maybe I go another few years without getting worse,
Hmm.
or if it gets worse, then I'm a status 4. There's six levels of heart failure.
Hmm.
I'm a level 4, which is the highest level you can be while still being at home. Level 1, 2, and 3 are people that like level 1 is you're in the hospital and you need a heart yesterday type of thing.
Yeah.
So level 1, 2, and 3, I would be hospitalized.
Okay. Okay. So with the level that you're at, you're still kind of like able to enjoy your life
Yes,
freely without going to the okay.
I can travel,
Yeah.
but I go once a month for regular checkups, blood work and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's definitely a blessing, and we're gonna pray that you stay there.
Thank you.
So when it comes to like the transplant, we hear it on TV, some people, talk about it, but what's the likelihood of getting approved for your transplant in your situation?
Um, well, my odds are pretty good because my blood type is B positive, so
Hmm.
that makes it, if a B positive heart becomes available, they got to go through the list. They got to go through level 1, 2, and 3, and then eventually get to me. So, but I'm not anxious to have a heart transplant right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay doing
Where
what
you're
I'm
at.
doing.
Yeah. I get that for sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Um, just curious because I don't know really much about it. So I'm learning as you're talking.
Okay.
For sure. So on a lighter note, we did kind of discuss backstage the new area that you're in right now compared to last year that we talked. So
Hmm.
this year, um, you have completed a book,
Yes, I did.
specifically a children's book. So
I
can
did.
you explain to us what book and share with us, show us what you done did?
I got the book.
That's what I'm talking about. Adventures of Stitch Boy and Stitch Girl, a CHD story. Okay, so let's talk about it because you're a whole author. That's what I'm talking about. Cognitive heart defect warriors. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we definitely want to know about this book. Where can we find it? Yeah, all the things. Author.
Well, you can find it on my website called waitingforrepair.com. Um, and it's going to show 2 books.
Mhm.
I guess we'll talk about the other book. But I was in the middle of writing my one book which is called Waiting for Repair, about how my son and I both waited until we were 6 years old before we had our heart surgery.
Mhm.
So in the midst of writing that book, I had this idea that I could write a children's book because of the book coaching group I'm in. And so I started coming up with a story because most of the books about congenital heart defect all tend to be written by like the parent of a child
Mhm.
and doesn't really talk about that the adventures of Stitch Boy and Stitch Girl, meaning the book actually shows that they actually have a future and they could be anything they want to be, triathlete, an
Mhm.
astronaut, or whatever. And so that's why I wrote the book.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And you actually deal with it. It's not from a third party. It's your real life experiences. So I think that's like
Right.
really good. For sure, for sure. Tell us where we can find it again, because I want to get
Yeah,
it.
my website, waitingforrepair.com.
Waitingforrepair.com. Thank you, Gabe. Waitingforrepair.com. Yeah, I'm definitely going to support it for sure. Okay, so now you did in the
And
midst of
it is
this
on
story.
Amazon. It is on Amazon too, but
Okay, yeah,
if,
no,
if
well, we gonna support you.
yeah.
That's what we do over here.
So,
We support the store.
well, if you order the book, I'll sign. If you order from waitingforrepair.com, I'll actually send you a signed copy.
Come on. Oh yeah, I'm about to order it tonight. What you thought this was? We support our people over here. Yeah, I need that sign. I need that signed copy, Author Tom. I
Okay,
can't pronounce your last name, but Author Tom P J. Author Tom
Pizan-
P J.
Pizanowski.
That one. Yep, you said it right the first time. We not about to butcher your name, your last name over here. But in the midst of you sharing about that book, you did mention another book. So can you
Right.
talk about that one
Yep.
and
It,
show us? Come on, props. We love it. Waiting for Repair by Tom PJ. What so share with us
strength,
briefly what
strength,
this book is about.
strengthening a child's heart with time. So
Strengthening
basically,
it. Okay.
it's my story and a story about myself and my son. How we persevered. We did our different things, but we also waited until we um, were older and our hearts were bigger. Um, the there's a variation in the two stories. My side is we had to wait for technology to improve
Hmm.
for because I was one of the early survivors of this type
Right.
of operation. The
Right.
operation didn't first successful operation was 1954. So, and I had mine done in 1966.
Hmm.
With my son, because he wasn't symptomatic at all, he looked like a normal, healthy boy, even though we knew he had a congenital heart defect. He
Hmm.
didn't slow down until he was about 6 years old, and that's when we decided to have his heart surgery then. So it kind of coincided that way, and that's the book the book talks about that.
Hmm.
It has a lot of some technical information about it, about the different congenital heart defects, and it just shows that even though you have this type of a defect, you can go do things and be successful in life and like I said, and do triathlons. And
Right.
I have a master's degree in chemistry. I own my own business,
I'm talking about.
so it's all in there.
Yeah, and that's great because a lot of people think that because you deal with medical conditions, you don't have a life outside of going to a doctor, doing medication. But like I said, we top tier. Did
Yeah.
you want to listen? It's like we top tier. I think that is super dope. When is this book coming out? Because I need to get that one too.
I'm going to set up on the website for pre-order probably in the next couple of days,
Okay, yeah.
and the book will probably be out. I'm hoping either June or July.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Make sure you send me that link when it's out because I definitely
Okay.
want to support you on that. So now let's shift gears just a switch a little bit because under your name it says founder of Waiting for Repair Life Coaching. So that means that you are a life coach. Could you explain to us and share with us what coaching business you have and who you cater to?
Well, my general niche, if you will, is for people with congenital heart defect. I mean, I got life coach anybody,
Yeah.
but the idea is to help either parents of the children, parents of the children that are having that were born with congenital heart defect, or if someone's a survivor, an adult, and just getting through life and want a life coach with someone that actually understands what congenital heart defect's all about.
Yeah. I love that. I think that's something that's great for it to have out there, because like I said earlier, you deal with it, so firsthand you know what that looks like. And
Yes.
then also you're a caregiver to your son who has it, so you have it, you have the gold medal on both ends. You
Yeah.
have it, but then also you take care of someone who has it, so
Yeah.
that's a double positive right there for me. I sign up.
Okay.
I will. I sign up for sure, because that's something that people need to learn, but then also know how to navigate life with it, or navigate life with someone who has it.
Yeah.
So I think that that's super dope. So I definitely want to ask two questions. I asked two questions, these same two questions to everybody, because I want people to hear the truth about what life is like living with different conditions. So for you, first question, what is the most difficult part with living with your disability?
Right now, the most difficult part with, especially with heart failure, is not being able to do what I used to do. So it's, I mean, I was getting tired just putting sheets on the bed this afternoon.
Mhm.
And other days I can, like, I did a stress test at the hospital the other day and I did pretty good at the stress test, but yet I can be winded coming up, going up the basement steps.
Mhm.
So the difficulty is really just every day is different, and I never know what day I'm going to feel really super good, or I'll just go push myself and work out on the treadmill, but then I could be tired all day long because of it.
Right,
But I
right.
need to exercise in order to keep my health strong for potential surgery.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Definitely get that. Totally understand and appreciate. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
It's not easy, but okay, so on the flip side, what is the most rewarding part about living with your condition?
Oh, the most rewarding part is just I'm really thrilled that I got to do what I did do, and I'm glad I didn't. There's very few regrets. There's some things I
Yeah.
wish I did, but I'm really glad I did triathlon for 12 years. You
Oh,
know,
golly. You forgot to add in how many years. I'm thinking 1 or 2. 12 years.
uh,
Wow.
should I started at 52.
Sheesh. And you started at 52. My God. I need to find something to do with my life. That's
So
amazing. For real.
yeah, no. So I'm really glad well, when you have a family, or you have your own business, there's only so much time in the day,
Right.
and then having closed the business, and my son's an adult and all raised, and he's doing his family thing.
Yeah.
Then you find time to, like, hey, I always wanted to do this. So, and I just started training for it, but that didn't happen until I was 52.
I mean, but still you check that off your bucket list, and
Yeah.
that's super super dope. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again, and I see that Superman sign, because you are. I see a Superman sign. You are, and that's on. Don't let nobody tell you no different, because
Yeah.
you are
Thank you.
doing for running and jogging and sprinting and swimming, and golly, you got to be some kind of Superman. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love the inspiration on the wall, for sure, for sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again. so
You
so
well.
much for coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you again for gracing the stage again. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you spending time. Although I do want to say this to you, just a little bit of encouragement. Although there has been a slight decline from the last time that we talked,
Mhm.
um, you are still very much breaking the stigma beyond your condition, and we're not even about to worry about all them other levels, the decline. We're not. Mm-mm. You do what you can, and what you can't, go and sit down.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your fight. You're still
Thank
very positive. From the last time I talked to you, I mean, I would have never known that there was a slight decline, and I'm saying slight, very, very, very loosely, because you still have a very great quality of life, and we appreciate you sharing your story on our platform. And we got you over here.
thank you very much.
Yeah, we got you over here.
Appreciate it.
Now, I don't know if we did last time, but we're gonna do it this. We're gonna do it this time. We have a before you go question. Do I
Okay.
know it? No, I have no clue what it is. But Gabe does. Gabe. Hey, thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. Would you rather be a zombie? Golly. Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse? What kind of question? Okay, what kind of question is that? That's
I'll
like
take the
bad
I'll take
horse.
I'll take the robot apocalypse.
I'm gonna take the robot apocalypse as well because child want to be around no damn people.
You can turn
They
them off.
okay. It's okay. Your sci-fi that yeah, that's definitely sci-fi for sure. I would rather we gonna go ahead with the robots.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with they stick figures. They just yeah. We're gonna go with the lively side. God, sheesh. Well, again, thank you. Oh, my are my sinus stacking up? Hold on, cause we ain't got time. What we crying for? Thank you again
Uh,
so much for gracing the
no, thank
stage.
you.
Gabe's gonna put you in the back. Don't log off. We
Okay.
appreciate you. We still locking. We still locked in for life. Always.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too. Wait a minute, my sinus. Am I crying? Oh God, Lord, I love you. Okay. Um, man, that's my guy. He's so dope. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you again, Tom, for gracing the stage again. We appreciate it so so much. Like I said, this is a slight decline, but that don't even matter because God still got you. And that's it. That's the end of the story. You still live your life. You still love your family. You still do what you do. Still support and show love to those people that have disabilities and conditions like yours. I love the fact that you have your own coaching business and your two books. Like, come on, you're doing your big one. That's what we love over here. That's why I do this show. That is why for things like that. Um, love to hear your story. Thank y'all. All right, so let's go to the church announcements. Now, next week we won't be live. We will be doing a replay because why, Domo? I'm glad you asked. My little sister is graduating from Columbia University. My God. Child, she just smart, and it don't even make no sense. I mean, golly, just wisdom, 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 wise, 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 wise. Super grateful, super excited for her. I love my little sis. Congratulations to you, Erica. Danae, you're doing your big one. So next week we will be doing a replay, but huh, don't you fret, we come back and we doing the attack. Okay. Also, next, not next. Well, yeah, it is gonna be next. Next Tuesday is still gonna be 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Thank you, Gabe, because that was like the perfect timing. See, and that's why I'm giving you 25 extra cents. Cause you be hearing, you be on it. Look at the little buzz in the background. 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern. There is going to be an episode that you guys have probably not seen. We've been doing this for 6 years. So y'all probably want to tune in to freshen up. Cause when we come back, it's gonna be crazy. You feel me? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for commenting. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm gonna say it every single episode because you guys don't have to, like, at all, like, not even a little bit. Thank y'all for just seeing what we're gonna talk about. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Don't log off. Don't you dare log off though, because we got. Cause Gabe, give me on the screen, okay? Cause I'm tired. My time is expired, and this V8 wearing off. I love y'all. Be blessed. I be shocking myself sometimes because the lyrical genius, it pops in and you just never know what it's gonna be. You just from week to week, it just graduates and here we are. Lyrical genius overnight. I be shocking myself. Don't blame me, blame the father. Okay.